spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Gators will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Touchdown, Florida! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up, they take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and says, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Looking for a huge play. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmy.
There he goes. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. The Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. Handoff to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now. And this
deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
one of the areas they really really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Wide receiver going in motion. Now on the option. Power football with the run. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road, potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you start to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. With the catch, it's Jackson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Laterals it back. Bringing the heat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. And the Gators need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
From the red zone, it's Daniels. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease, it's Daniels. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. Looking to get it in.
There's not a quarterback in college football that's not going to be successful with that much time to throw the football. And I think, Reese, I think I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next room, and he doesn't sound happy. No words that we could use on this podcast.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. motion from the wideout. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So,
touchdown, Gator! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. A designed run for the quarterback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow at 2nd and 7.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out of the perimeter.
He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
and I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds.
Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Throws to the back. Snagged in the middle, it's Taylor. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well in Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the run.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but 3rd and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Simmons. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half. Stay.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man, it's Abrams. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Quarterback may change this route. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Coverage team was down there to corralling. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking downfield at Simmons. Moving away from pressure. Oh, it's out! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, daggum, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real. Not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking left. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Motion from the back. Maybe a double pass. Here's a heat. He's going to run it across the 45. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Looking deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got him downfield. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field position.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Rebels! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Rushes on him. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Daniels. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to fall back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Sturdivant. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down, get the conversion, move the sticks.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those if you got them a little bit tired.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. And the Gators look to keep this drive high. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll run the option. The pitch. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Sets up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Snap in the shotgun. Under fire. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give is to Taylor. Hard running there. He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the...
There he goes! Touchdown, Ole Miss! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. They get it into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Final play of the quarter coming. A quick pass to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So the final period starts with a second down play. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. It's Wilson. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Fires to the tight end. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's right. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The option look. Now the toss. Runs through a tackle. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the field goal unit is on the field. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Grabbed over the middle, it's Daniels. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those 1st downs, and just make that clock run.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quarterback gets enough. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burner's are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
Dumps it to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Late in the game, they've got the lead. They know the opponent's going to throw the football to all areas of the field. That time in the middle, he was right there, almost came away with that interception.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Quarterback making adjustments. Snap from the gun on third down. Lets it fly deep downfield. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your